Okay, and we are back. Let's hope this time we can actually get a race going
Well, this is fast.
on your side.
Well,
Okay, we're back and everything is loading.
let's hope. Well,
Oh
this is going to be a
boy.
late night, I suppose.
Yep. And
Okay.
it's doing the same again. Session
Okay, session needs
start.
to start.
Okay, now we finally got somebody readied up. Okay, so this looks better. Waiting, here we go. Everybody just had to fine tune strategies again.
Ooh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, another formation lap?
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's better than not having something here. So it's only
Guys
the two Carter boys
also,
that are out, right?
yeah, they had a bit of a problem reconnecting now again, so they just gave a message that we must continue without him. So not sure if it was their connection or something else. None of the guys can move, so it's safe to assume it was them. Just that they have a problem reconnecting. Yeah, I agree, Pikolki. Staffy can stop picking on you. Because unlike other times, you guys actually were stable during qualifying. You didn't disconnect like other times. I saw other guys having internet issues. So and it doesn't mean it was just you. It could have been other issues. It's a can be contributing factors, not just one factor.
Yeah.
Can be PSN. I see a lot of guys also now say, Cody's are bad. PSN as well. So there's a lot of factors here. So before everybody just jump to conclusions, just calm the hell down and get back to racing. Everybody's just so quick to jump on the gun and criticize and yeah.
But let's go racing, shall we?
Let's hope
go racing.
so we have a formation lap again. We're finally lining up. So let's hope we can get away this time.
57 laps to go. 57. Let's go.
It's going to be a long night. So those of you, at least it's Friday night, if you're not in a hurry to get to bed, you can watch the race till the end. At least all the drivers, it's just those two that we lost, but pretty much all the drivers still in it. I expected some of the drivers to drop off given the delays, but luckily not. On a big spin way at the back. Vino, but yeah, he managed to get it together again. So waiting for him to line up. We'll just drive through all the cars. Yeah, that's the beauty of the game. We've got all real life. Right.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna have lights this time.
Yes, there we go. Let's just
There
watch
we
this back
go.
from behind.
And we go!
Ooh,
finally!
Quentin, start.
Very good start. A very, very, very good start. Quentin's gonna sneak it on the inside. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, Matt's gonna push him on the brakes. Bit of contact there, but no good stuff there. Oh, John challenging on the outside.
Muna fighting back at him.
But John with a brilliant start as well. Matt not going to get with it. Oh, and John just went deep in there. That opens the door for Not Sebastian. Not Sebastian back in third. He would want to stay there, chase after these two in front.
Nesmax got a brilliant start as well, up to 8th. Let's see who actually had. Position change. Nesmax made up 5 points. Fernando dropped.
So yeah, Nesmax up to 8th.
Boinkies dropped
now
4 positions as well.
Nesmax is running a little bit wide here. Inkimi. Not
This
Kimi
match is a
now,
man on the
front.
mission.
Legend actually, Merck putting Ferrari under pressure there. Yeah, guys, finally we got to go. We are racing. Guys in front pulling away. Quinton, but Matt is keeping him honest.
Matt is 6 tenths away. Vino just overtook 80.
You know, also a bit of fight back, but also
And
still getting Europe.
and
Oh,
this match is
Nismax in the pits. A legend
what
as well.
happened? Ooh,
These two were
there's no
battling,
nose.
not sure if these two actually made contact.
There's no nose on that Ferrari.
Yeah, Nismax got a nose change and Merck's also stationary for a long time. Yeah, both of them wing changes. One day the two of them got together because just a moment ago they were battling there in the middle sector. So I think these two clipped each other possibly.
Judge and Springbok Gamer having a fight on as well.
Oh,
Nice.
and
Quantum-
Springbok Gamer
Ooh.
loses the back end and spin out. Luckily no damage, didn't make contact there with Judge either. He's on his way again. Oh, looks like Merck going slow. But a moment there as well. So now that Ferrari got away well and truly, so he will chase after Springbok Gamer, of course. That is Nismax. We go just confirmation again. Now we see that three-stop strategy actually popping up. Soft, 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 and medium. So the medium doesn't really come recommended. Yeah, not Fernando down to 13th.
Chasing after Rob.
Couple of guys making up some good places, some of them losing some places. Force chasing after 80. Gonna have a look.
Oh, and Force is gonna dive down the inside.
Yeah.
Does he have it made on? No, he's got the move made already.
He should. He's got the inside. Yeah, and he does.
Force is gonna, 80 is gonna come under
Under pressure
from 80
by,
as well.
by Boinkies, yeah, correct. Boinkies
Boinkies as well,
Boinkies going to try to make a move. Boinkies having a look on the outside, but not close enough.
See, battles going on around. It's just Rob on Staffy. On the gearbox of that Alpha Tauri.
$5 on the Alpha Tauri to brake check the Merc. 80 run wide. Always tricky to just spot your brake point there coming down to turn 10. Because you had speed, then it's a slight downhill and immediate left kink. So it's always a tricky one that.
Ooh, 3-second penalty for not Sebastian. That back straight now. I just had a look at that back straight. All the cars down that back straight. It looked like a normal GT3 race.
Remember one thing about Bahrain. Bahrain's got a multiple layout. They even mentioned it.
That's true. That's true.
Bahrain can actually host. Also, they can do like for argument's sake. If you look at F1 now, as we said earlier, okay, call it the previous streams because now cut off from this one. We spoke about, of course, the two for Austria, the two for Silverstone called just something else, but it's the same track. Where Italy's got 3 different tracks. Now, one thing about Bahrain, they can do 2 races here, but they can spice it up by using the other layout. And Staffy actually made a mistake and had to open the door for RZDV. Staffy going to come back at him. Legend left the session.
I think he'll be back though because his car's still on track. Staff
but he shoved on the hot tires. I think that might have been a rage quit, perhaps. Or was that a real disconnect internet issue?
I think that's just a disconnect.
Because I think he came into the pits again. There was another issue there. Hence I'm saying I'm not sure if it might be a rage quit type of thing because it's already going pear-shaped for him. But before I say rage quit with the things that happened tonight, it can be it can be anything. Doesn't mean it was a rage quit, but how it is, Legend is out, we're down to 16 drivers. Nesback still chasing after Springbok Gamer.
to see battles on. Jean is chasing after not Kimi. 4 tenths, 5 tenths now. Wenkies is on 6 tenths off from Force. Coming up to turn 15, down the main straight.
Force will have to go in with defensive very soon. Gav pick a bit off John. John just keeping not Kimi honest as well.
Steph. Rob is not getting away from Steph though. Down to turn 1, coming up to turn 2.
Now Steph recovered and now he's putting on the pressure. Returning the favour. Rob did a lap or two ago on him. Meantime in front, Matter not letting Quentin getting out of his sight. Not Sebastian battling to keep up with him. Matt can smell that victory. He is in DRS, he's got DRS wide open. A little bit of a lock-up, but he stays on it.
Quentin's not getting away from Matt, I suppose.
This is the one guy I don't want on my gearbox.
The one person you don't want chasing you.
No.
Yeah, Sebastian is falling off a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's battling to hang on. Come around the final corner now. Matt will have DRS again. Can he get closer?
Comfortable on those softs.
Quentin just using his ERS wisely, dropping off at the last part of a lap, but again just did enough to stay ahead of Matt, at least for now.
Fernando's going to have DRS on Steph. Just keep a close eye on when they come out of turn 2. When they come out of turn 3, sorry, that next DRS zone.
Fernando will have it now. Watch that rear wing open up.
Ooh, Matter so much closer to Quentin. Gap down to 4 tenths.
Springbok Gamer now in range of, Nismax in range of Springbok Gamer. Oh, Quentin feeling the pressure here, but still so far able to just absorb that pressure.
I must say, you must feel for Nismax. You usually get a brilliant start, and then through no fault of his own, he gets into some tanglements.
Seems to be having some bad luck of late.
Yeah, but he does.
Because ultimately,
does a great drive
if you look
when he comes back.
Last season, of course, being the last season of 2019. Here we go, Matt now getting closer and closer.
Ooh,
Quentin gonna go inside. DRS is gonna help, and Matt is into the lead.
Did you see Quentin's gonna have that?
Quentin has a good drive out, but not in.
When Matt.
But surely he will have DRS.
You can have DRS, yes.
Matt takes the inside line. There we go. Legend has rejoined, so look like that was a disconnect on his side. So hopefully he can reclaim his vehicle. Even if you're last place, I bet you rather
falling back.
Then sit on the sideline and watch.
Gavin pulling out the gap on Jean. I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, because one moment Jean was battling Kimi and now Gafik is past him. So we might see a Gafik Kimi battle hopefully soon. For players like we saw before, but still these two always put up a good show, have a history of good epic battles as well.
And Fernando is trying to find the gap. We're trying to find that hole, that weakness in Steffi's defense at the moment.
And that defense is holding up for now. Already lap 7 out of 57. So once we finally got going, I must say the first 7 laps went quick.
I don't know, I just noticed a little bug on the game that the timing sheet just disappeared.
And now Matt goes back in front. Yeah, I just had the same happen on my side. But again, like I say, everything tonight is AYS, so yeah, I'm not sure what's the exact issue, but it's not just me. Looks like everybody's experiencing issues, so not sure if it's to do with PSN or if it's the game, internet, or a combination of it.
And Fernando just pulled a move on...
Yeah, he's past Staffy.
Yeah. And he's going to have DRS. And now, he's going to have DRS coming out of turn 3.
Not Fernando wanting to chase after... Not Fernando wanting to chase after. No, there's no DRS there. Now Staff will have DRS.
I think we'll be a little bit delayed though. We've got the stream running a little bit.
No, it's a little bit. No, sorry for a moment. No, references on track. Sorry, they're actually now coming down to that tricky corner 10, and then we'll have DRS.
Yeah, they're just getting up to turn 10 now. We got turn 10, so now they're down the back straight.
Nesmax now right there was Springbok Gamer. Looks like Legend. Looks like Legend reclaimed his car. That car's not ghosting anymore.
Ooh,
but it's gonna be
coming under pressure.
But Legend's gonna have to go very long here and just be patient. Just try to make up something from this. Salvage something. Because of the time that he lost with a disconnect. But yeah, like you said, Ati under severe pressure, Nismax now right in the gearbox. It's not going to last long. Ati tried to defend the V. Nismax, also a clever racer, expected that. Stays wide, Ati defended on the inside. Now we're going to come down the start finish line. Nismax already have pretty much the move made.
When Legend left again.
DRS wide open, so surely the Ferrari will have 15th place now. There we go, Nismax coming through, but no, Ati is not letting go of this. And actually a much better drive, and he's back in front. But then the track came back to Nismax, and Nismax having the inside line, and surely he can make it stick this time. Actually not. Springbok actually outbrake him, and he stays in front. Good battle between these two, one not giving up to the other. I'm not sure if Legend just gets connected or he just eventually gave up. Because again, there's front wing damage on that car, so I won't be surprised if he gave up. Because it's like mission impossible.
I see Not Sebastian is actually coming back at this too. So that them battling is allowing Muna to get back into the fray.
The longer they battle, the better for him, because the time that they lose is time that he can gain. Nismax now going to go inside. Springbok Gamers not going to go. Look on the outside. Allowing each other just enough space. Springbok Gamer took a bit of curb there.
And Muna is on Quinton. On the gearbox.
Quinton made a mistake. Not Sebastian. Not Sebastian going to go past him. Quinton's got front wing damage. That's why he's losing places. The Williams boys are in the pit lane waiting for him. So, because all of a sudden Matt pulled a gap of more than a second, and not Sebastian was right on his gearbox. So that is front wing damage. Last week, of course, was the other way around between these two. Not Sebastian picked. Now Kimi's going to be right in the back of that Williams. Getting closer and closer. Oh, Quinton just battling with this drive corner, and that Red Bull is right on top of him. And there we go. Kimi's going to take it inside.
Kimi's passed him as well, yes.
Not a place where I would like to pass, because getting wheels on that specific curb always ends up in you spinning, but nicely done, Kimi. Gafpick now gaining also on Quinton. Quinton losing a couple of places here very quick. John is on Gavin's backside, so John is also going to score some positions.
Force as well.
Force is also in range. And Boinkies as well. So Quinton's going to really drop down the grid now. Force is going to pass. Boinkies going to come past. Surely RZTV. RZTV also on the start-finish line now. Not Fernando. AD as well. So Quinton really dropping down the grid now.
Ooh, Nismax with another penalty. Ooh.
Oh, that's actually something that I don't see for some reason. I don't see penalties.
Oh, well, I will keep you apprised of
Yeah,
who's
please
getting
do,
penalties.
please do. So Quinton potentially in 13th. But Judge coming through now,
Ooh,
so
a
Judge is
10-second penalty
his
for
teammates
Nismax.
in front of him.
Ooh.
I'm not seeing any penalties pop up tonight.
Yeah,
So I leave that to
10-second
you to
penalty.
announce.
Oh my word. Vino is actually coming back at Jean. Vino is 5/10s coming down to turn 10.
Oh,
Up to the back straight. Should he have DRS?
Nismax
Here we
coming
go,
into
wing
the
open.
pits. Looks like Springbok Gamer also pit that Nismax coming into the pits.
I
So
just got
already
confirmation now.
Second pit or pit stop already in 11 laps.
Yeah, this is not gonna. This is
Not one of the best nights for Nismax.
Yeah, not the drive.
No,
we
this,
want.
yeah, no, this is, looks like, yeah, he served the time penalty there, he went fresh rubber. Oh, and Nismax retired,
he
so this is
retires.
why he came into the pit, he retired. He called it a night and now I let go of that car. So we lost
imagine what
Nismax
he's
and we
doing.
lost Legend. Legend's car still ghosting, as you can see, he's definitely not in the race anymore. Now we lost Nismax as well.
I just got confirmation from Chin. He says he will be available.
Lucky
Next
Jenny.
week. Let's see. Jean is actually. Ooh, Jean's trying to go through around the outside. Oh, but that is just the.
So Vian,
that's
what
not-
do you mean with stream was horrible? Are you saying the commentators are bad? Because I connection issues or whatever tonight. The fact is that the whole game bombed on everybody confirms that.
Vino
So
is
15
on
drivers
Jean.
remaining.
Jean's
And
got a
Sebastian's
better
got the
drive.
game, it's got the gap down to just 1.5.
1.5.
Okay, Vian just correct himself, not for streaming means for game. But I think it's not as much for game. I still believe it's a contribution of factors here, because the fact is that everybody got bombed. I mean, even my stream stopped several times and that never happened, so I'm not sure if there's other underlying issues that we're just not aware of. But yeah, how it may be, we finally went racing. But I think by the time we went racing, a couple of guys already cooled down from qualifying, and we already lost a few big names.
And Judge. Ooh,
Yeah.
Quentin coming back.
Yeah, he's not going to fight his teammate.
Yeah.
Knows who's the faster driver there. Quentin now with a hell of a fight back to put on.
Wow, did he put mediums on? So he'll probably run mediums and then softs. That's a long way to go with those mediums, though. That's
These
a
mediums,
hell of a drive.
no, these mediums can take you a long way, but it's not going to be able, it's not going to take him right to the end.
Yeah, he's gonna have to put again.
Legend managed to rejoin again, so that is not
Stuff
race quitting or stuff, that confirms that is connection issues.
Steph is actually fighting 80. They down, coming up to turn
For
4.
that, of course, for 10th place. Normally in real life that would be the last points paying position. Of course, as it is now, both will get points and not Fernando in the pits.
Was that a wing change or not? I couldn't see. I just got to it too late.
No. He wasn't in the pits that long. Normally just looking at how long he's in the pits, you can already determine if it's wing. So the front runners will obviously start pitting now. As I said, anything between 12 to 15 laps on those softs. And again, we lost the interval time, so I can't tell you what's the gaps, but if you look at this angle, not Sebastian even closer to Matt. Yeah, there we go, finally. Less than a second, so not Sebastian running within DRS range. And looks like Legend managed to reclaim his car, so Legend's back on his way.
Sean's in the pits. Let's just see, what is this for? Just a routine stop? Yeah, he's
No,
going back
it's
on
going to be all
softs.
routines. All these guys going to come in for the stops now. Not Sebastian, keeping
Ooh,
Matt honest.
Muna is 16th.
Yeah, no, it's
Got
getting
the gap
closer.
down.
He actually closed down Matt. Not sure if there's some mistakes or so, or it's just not Sebastian reserving his tyres a bit, and now towards the end of the stint, now he's pushing.
And that's one thing I could never do.
Yeah, thanks
I
Vian
could
for the
never-
confirmation. Just want to make sure, if you experience some issues, because we appreciate the feedback, and we won't know is if you tell us. So, like, for argument's sake, we hear each other, but for all we know, you can't hear us. So, thanks for that. Not Sebastian now getting even more closer.
He's smelly.
Okay, there goes Legend. He drove a car into the pits and he retired. Can also and thank you for that, Legend. Came all the way back, reclaimed the car and then put it in the pits and retired just to make sure that I don't take control of a car and as a result make life hell for other drivers. Not Sebastian getting ever closer, he's going to have DRS. Matt Finch to the inside. Not Sebastian. Matt for now stays ahead, but under a drive. No, but Matt's going to keep inside. Just give him a tighter line, but no, not Sebastian's not going to be scared of that easily. He will now have the inside line. And Matt actually managed to outbrake him. He's ahead now. But well done, both guys. Keep giving each other enough space. Quinton running still in 12th, but guys in front of him now pitting.
Let's just see what's going on here. Boinkies is coming back at
Legend
force.
came in to control of a car and then just park it and retired, so no more AI there. Nice to see the sportsmanship, you know, what some of these guys illustrate. Sebastian just getting staying close.
Why he's not letting that gap.
Just to see what it looks like if Matt would look in his mirrors. You can see that Alpha staying on pretty much on the gearbox.
It locks up there a little bit there.
Not so bad.
But that Alpha is coming.
Yeah, he's going to get closer.
Coming. Oh, and he's
Rena's coming in. Rena's coming in. Not Sebastian, what can he do? How much light does he have left on those tyres? Because the more he's got, the more laps he can do now. Try to build a bit of a gap. Because he clearly had the speed towards the end of the stint. So far, Quinton's got the fastest lap.
I don't see anybody in hards though.
No, it was just that Mercedes of Legend, but it's very slow. I would rather go in the mediums, because the medium as it is already slow, and we saw that in Q2, but the hards, no, you know, you're not going to go anywhere with those hards, it's not worth it, rather do the medium.
Jean, ooh, there's a fight for 6th. AD, Jean, Steph, or AD, Steph and Jean. Nice quartet.
We know 4 seconds of that battle, but he can get there.
Turn 8. Coming to turn 8, going up to turn 9.
I don't can AD keep him behind.
And Jean has actually had a, I think Jean had a better exit.
Well, he's having a go here at Staffy. I think Staffy's going to be able to... Yeah, he's ahead of Staffy. Staffy couldn't hold him back. Not Sebastian comes into the pit.
Steph just looked like he just gave him that position back.
Can this Alpha
not Kimmy, he's quickly in the pit.
Sebastian's on his way again. Boinky's coming in front. RCDV stays out, obviously, on those mediums.
Matt
is just going to go in front of him, so there's not Sebastian and Matt fight. They're close, pretty much where they were before the pit stop started, so we're going to have a fight between these two yet again. RZDV and Boinky still to stop. I suspect Boinky's stopping at the end. Because already 16 laps old softs.
I wonder if getting Chen blowing up the Twitter feed here. I wonder if that's getting him I wanted to say let's get him in the comms, and I remembered. Oh my word, we can't do that.
He doesn't have a game.
Actually, yeah. Sorry.
He's gonna have to watch the stream, so he's gonna be a little bit delayed.
Sorry, but I thought I could get you in here. Hopefully next time. Guest appearance of one of the drivers. That would be fun. Ooh, Quentin coming back at Vino. Ooh, that AlphaTauri runs wide of Vino.
That can Vino stay with him? Oh, Vino's for a moment. Vino.
I thought they actually touched.
Can he put this Williams under pressure?
Ooh, but let's see.
Quentin having to go slightly defensive, a bit of an insight. Once Vino gets the confidence, get used to this game. Oh, looks like almost for a moment looked like Quentin again. Just taking as much of the inside line as possible, trying to fend off. Vino gonna go for a late launch. Wow, that almost
you don't want to get on that curve.
Yeah, that could have ended up in tears. Nicely done by both of them.
But Force is coming back. Ooh, Force is also coming into that little fight over there for 8th.
If he's to touch, Force is in business.
Judge get a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Let's see.
So you can see there Vino right in the back of that Williams. Right behind Vino you got Force coming. Freeway battle here for 8th place.
Ooh, and Vino gets out of shape.
That will give Quentin the much needed breather he wanted.
Well, a little lock up from Vino over there, but Force is right there. I mean, looking back from the gearbox of the AlphaTauri of Vino, Force is right there. Force is waiting to pounce.
Vino gaining again on Quentin.
Ooh, it's not Sebastian. Whoa! He's...
Oh, Vino. Oh, Quentin runs wide. Vino's going to go through. Force as well. And Force is going to have a look on Vino. Force actually taking both of them. Vino and Quentin, but Vino had to go into the break. Why? Vino braked a lot earlier than what you would expect, and that allowed Quentin back through on his outside, but Force the big winner there, he got past both of them.
And Force got up to Steph as well, just took the other AlphaTauri.
And now so Steph is going to go back, but he won't, so Force is the man on the move. Force is not far from Gav Peak.
And Quentin, ooh, this is going to end, someone's going to end up in tears.
Oh, Vino now going to take his teammate on the inside with 2 AlphaTauris.
No.
Not the time to battle because we want to go after with Williams, and that probably will be Vino.
Not Sebastian, getting in closer to Matter. 5/10 now. Kimi is
after he managed to get past RZDV, so he's again pretty much where they were before the round of pit stops.
Well, this is a battle for 7th, I suppose, because okay, Quentin's falling off Force a little bit. Out of DRS.
There we go. Not Sebastian. Slipstream DRS wide open. He's going to go on the inside. Ooh. Matt's giving him not enough, just enough space. Just try to close it a little bit, make him think about it. He's going side by side pretty much. Now, not Sebastian will have the inside line, but Matt's got the momentum.
Changer says it looks like the aeroplane crash is incoming.
Ooh, I also get that feeling. You can't help but to think about it. Because some of these battles are pretty close.
Ooh, and Vino's coming back. Vino's gonna get the inside line. Ooh, some tire banging. He does not look comfortable on those mediums.
But in range with Quentin.
Yeah, exactly. Quentin
not Sebastian again.
Unless it's because he's been.
Oh, and Matt runs a bit wide there.
And this was the battle we were hoping to see last week as well, with the 3 of with
Yeah.
the three of them actually.
And now we're forced
battlers-
back in the action. It spices up things a bit. Oh, Matt locking up again. Not Sebastian will have DRS, and this time he's very close. Can he
Ooh,
keep
3-second penalty for
slipstream? DRS can go open. Not Sebastian on the inside. Can he outbrake Matt? We're going to end up again side by side. Not Sebastian just being a little bit more cautious, leaving Matt with enough space, and then the result, you don't have that fast pull away.
Whoa, and Jean is in the wall. Where is this? Jean lost the wing.
Yeah, lost
trying
the front
to get
wing.
back. Yeah. No end plate on that. Ooh, it's just to wait now.
Massive damage on that wing, never mind end plate.
Where are we?
Vina now starting to drop off Quinton.
Turn 3. Oh, he
Force
looks like
is
he
right
dropped it
with
out of turn
Gavin.
3.
Of course, Force is on soft where the others are on mediums. Of course, teammates
Let's go
of
see.
last season.
Let's-
Gaffby's going to have his hands full with Force.
Everybody except Rob, Staffy, and Springbok Gamer stopped. Quentin is on 9 laps. Oh,
hello?
mediums.
Everybody
Hello?
has stopped.
Well, on here it shows Rob hasn't stopped and Staffy hasn't stopped and Springbok
No,
Gamer
no,
hasn't
it shows on my side 0 laps for him and 0 laps for Springbok Gamer, which means they just stopped. They're on fresh tires.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, I see Rob's got no laps on those tires. Ooh, and
Oh,
Luna
not
actually-
Sebastian again and Matt. Ooh. How long this can happen? Go, and here we go. Force having a go on the inside. The area is wide open. He's past Gaffbeek. Gaffbeek now going to go for a late launch. No, Mr. Peak, don't do dive bombs. It's not going to end up in tears. And
Oh.
Boinky's now past Vino as well. Can Boinky say he's after?
Sean just pitted, I suppose that's for that wing change when he dropped it on turn 3. But I suppose good. Ooh, Vino and Boinky giving each other tough time.
There we
giving each
go.
other tough
Finally,
time,
I've
should I
got
say.
some controls back. In the pit lane with Judge. But yeah, that can be a delayed one now. Hopefully, I also have that display back. You
Closest
might be
battle
right
now.
in saying that RGV and Staffy haven't stopped, but Springbok Gamer have stopped. I think he stopped early. No, you know what? He spun. It was it was Legend that stopped with Nismax.
Max, yes, it was Legend.
Yeah,
Ooh. I see Mr. Not
it's
Fernando's
just that
coming at,
display because it
Springbok
shows Force on 5 laps. I think Force did more than that, so I think that lap counter also is not up to scratch. Not Sebastian, just staying here with Matt.
Ooh, Vino and Boinky still having a battle. Vino locks
Vino
up.
now,
He has
Vino
the inside
got
line,
past.
but now he's got the outside line.
But Boinky's of course going to
still-
get it back here.
And has the ooh no, that is
Funny, while these two are battling up front, they're actually getting away from RGDV little by little.
And Mr. Not Fernando actually got past Springbok Gamer, done it under DRS, turn 1 into turn 2.
So he will
coming
be
out of turn
chasing
3.
after 80.
Yeah, he's chasing after 80, but 11 seconds drift.
That's depending on the pace, of course.
Springbok Gamer coming. Oh,
Like what we saw earlier with Nismax. Of course, when he battled Nismax earlier. Bastian just gaining again. DRS wide open, but I think he's just a little bit too far back.
Oh, he'll have DRS coming. Ooh, trying to do a cutback. You'll have DRS coming out of turn 3. Boinkies and Vino. Boinkies actually took Vino down the straight.
Not Kimi right there with RJDV as well. RJDV, of course, 24 laps on those mediums. Kimi's got fresh tyres.
Not someone we spoke about a lot tonight though, is Mr. Not Kimi.
Having a quiet but clean race, staying out of mischief, getting a few positions.
Quinton is back up to 7th, chasing after Gavin. I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get past Gavin than he had. And he's going to anticipate though. Gav is a TNB champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
correct?
he have won one season before. I think that was F1 2017 at the time.
So that's not... Gavin's really not going to make it easy for him, so...
Kimi now is trying to get past the Merc. Here we go, it should be straightforward. DRS pass. And Kimi back into third. 7.5 seconds adrift from the two in front. But of course, with them closely battling so close, anything can happen. Of course, it's just gonna take some wing damage or a spin or two, and Kimi can be back in first place. So it's still, we're not even halfway yet, so anything can happen, and it usually does.
But even with those two battling, Mata and not Sebastian, with them battling, they
manage to still get away in front, because normally when you see two battle like this, they end up losing time.
Yeah, because obviously they're not on their racing line. One has to defend, one is attacking, one is defending, so they're not on the optimal line. But good on them if they're actually putting a little bit of a gap on third place.
Obvious display coming through now.
Springbok Gamer, he just had his stop.
Oh my word.
I don't think there was a nose on that, so I think that was just a rat. Quinton is 4/10 off Gav. Coming out of... what turn is that? Turn going up to turn 14.
That's Sebastian again. Mata goes on the inside, then cuts back to the outside.
14, turn 15. Let's see.
RJDV also finally pitted, which promotes 14 to 4th.
It's a little bit too far for the Williams. But it has a look, but
Vino, Vino ahead of RJDV, just behind Boinkies. Staffy also putting.
Gav taking a wide line than that of SAF. One Quinton.
And Gav actually couldn't stay with force. How long can he keep Safwan Quinton at bay?
With Muna and Mata battling, I'm sure those tires are taking a beating. I'm sure they're taking out life of those tires.
Definitely possible.
Ooh, let's see. Not Fernando actually just got the... Steph got past him again. And now he is back to DRS zone. Or just fell out of the DRS zone. But Steph's got a 3-second penalty. I just want to check, if you would permit me. Let's see what the penalty...
Yeah, please update us there.
Matt's got no penalties, got 3 warnings. Muna's got 1, so that's a 3-second penalty. Kimi's got 1 warning. Horse has 3-second penalty. Gavin, oh my word. You wanna take you wanna take a guess?
Probably 15 seconds.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
Oh well, I did say 15.
Boinkies has no warnings and no penalties.
Yeah, boinkies being boinkies.
Let's just see. Steph's got 3-second, 9-second penalty. Mr. Not Fernando's got none. Oh, one warning.
Oh, of course, getting closer to Kimi, but then as I say, that gap opens up again.
Gav another 3-second penalty. That makes it what? 18? Ooh.
Just know how to throw it
Gavin
away.
down turn 11, going up to turn. Ooh, no, this is going to turn 11, isn't it? This surely is turn 11.
We will leave those penalties, of course, for after the race, so that it sort itself out.
Yeah. We are about half. No. No, not yet.
Almost.
Almost halfway. And it hasn't been. There has been a lot of battles, so it's not a boring race. Just 2 retirements, Legend and Nismax. Let's see, Gav. Ooh, and Gav goes defensive. Oh, and I think I saw some wing from Mr. Quinton, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, Quinton just had to go a bit tighter line, and Gapik actually had the run on him. I didn't see any damage on that Williams. It looks like the front wing is intact still.
Looks like it.
Oh, Gav now runs wide. Hands it back on a silver platter to Quinton.
And he's locked. And the lock up from Gav going into turn. Oh, and into the wall. Don't see any damage.
Didn't do himself any favors now for Quinton. They were very close battling there now, and he fell back, and which actually brings Boinkies into play. Boinkies now caught up with him, so he's gonna have to, you know, pull himself together and try to make up for it.
Oh, yellow flag in second. Oh, and there goes Gav into the wall, and that is a retirement. That surely should bring out
be a safety car, because especially where he's parked. Here we go. Full safety car. Doesn't show anything on my screen, but the whole track is in yellow. Hey?
Yeah, I don't. There's no safety car out yet, but like
the whole track is yellow.
Course, I think full course yellow, yeah, but okay.
Full course yellow. Because also where his car was positioned, so it's not just that sector that's under yellow, it's the whole track, full course yellow. Normally that's safety car, but not seeing a safety car. Seeing some weird stuff tonight. Okay, we're back to racing. Unless that was maybe just a VSC.
Could possibly have been.
Because displays and pop-ups is not even working tonight, not even penalties and stuff.
Well, I'm getting the penalties, so...
No, it doesn't.
Okay, it looks like Mr. Not Fernando's pitting, maybe trying the called the overcut? Yeah, the overcut on Steph.
Already done 15 laps on those soft service.
Well,
which is about more or less the maximum you can do.
Well, I suppose he's putting on mediums now, so he would be thinking of going to the end of the race. Well,
27, 28, it's possible. Remember, fuel load's also burned down, so the car's like this, so it's possible. Definitely possible.
He will be going to the end of the race.
If all goes well, of course. Force 9
into the pit.
Soft's giving up on him. Meantime, back in front, those two still battling all the way.
Let's see how much.
3 cars out, 14 remaining.
Now the bottom is some. Muno's got 1 less lap. Yeah, Quentin stopped very early. He's on lap 18 of he's got 18 laps on those
Yeah,
mediums already.
it's possible to do that.
Jean actually put on hards. He's the only one running on hards. Let's see how that goes. We'll obviously look at his lap time and see how that influences. I'm sure. Well, I suppose nobody's gonna go with hards now. They've got lap 30 of 57. Anybody thinking of a tyre change now would be running mediums.
Of course, mixed tonight. Go all 6 on mediums. Rest on softs, and of course a couple of hard and a few mediums at the bottom. Sebastian getting. Oh, we're still very, very much fighting.
Oh, my word!
Can't help to say, but I did call that. These two making contact, and that brings Kimi into play.
We don't even want to see that happening, though. But
just caught the back end of that. Just saw, looked like they both went sideways. Muna, well, not Sebastian, just flew into the barrier. Caught the back end of it. These two have been fighting, and they've been fighting from the last 10 laps or so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You always have the feeling that something like this can happen, and they've had a good battle so far.
Got very well done for keeping out of the
both went sideways, but Muna was not lucky. Matt, the lucky one, getting away unscathed. But still, no safety car.
It's a bit weird. Matt going
but yet full
slow,
course yellow. But can be VSC.
Hey, he's going slow though, so probably is VLs. But you know what? We can actually check. I can't even see on his wheel.
No, it shows safety car. The actual safety car is out.
Is it out?
But I don't see a safety car on track because it shows now at the corner. But I had to cycle through to bring it up. Pop-up's not showing us. It's supposed to mess up tonight. But I'm not sure where the safety car is.
I don't even see. I have to go to the. Yeah, Matt just jumped into the pits. Suppose that is for a nose change.
Just running on board to have a look.
They really did a well.
Yeah, they've got the wing. Okay, and he also going to serve a time.
That's a penalty. Yeah. They did a brilliant job battling each other.
No
for
front
the last
wing.
few laps.
Front wing actually stayed intact.
Oh, so he's just putting for tires.
Not Kimi also in the pits. But not Kimi actually jumped Matt over that, so not Kimi now in the lead.
Ooh, reminiscence of last week, I think.
Aha. Of course, second and third place last week. So these two gonna have a battle.
Quentin comes out in third.
Finally we see safety car.
I still am not seeing the safety car though.
It's actually the white blimp on the map.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? I saw
normally
it on the map
it's like
earlier.
a blackish or whatever color, but I see it's a white blimp.
I saw it earlier, but it was standing still on the straight as you come out of turn 3.
But because of a white blimp, I didn't realize it's a safety car. But anyway, now we know we got the safety car. Everything looks normal.
No, I know Quentin jumped on.
We'll just patch him all.
Oh no, Quentin's on
soft. And you will have to stop again.
No,
because you're looking at 25 laps. That's too much of a ask because the furthest we saw someone went with a soft tonight was 6. Yeah, you can go maybe a little bit further now because of cars.
Safety car.
Because of the cars now being a little bit. Of course, the cars now dropping in fuel, becoming lighter. And as you mentioned, the safety car because it preserves the tires a bit. But still, I think 25 is a bit of a tough ask. But at least he can come out on softs again and push on those softs. So it's not all lost. It might still be a quicker option.
Yeah, but track position is still one of the key things.
True.
In the F1 race. I mean, yes, you are in a prime position. You're third currently, but if you're gonna have to stop again, be it for tires or be it because the tires are actually falling off, or that you need to stop again to put on a harder compound, which I doubt, you're going to give up that track position unless you can carve out a gap, a pit stop gap, which is what 20 seconds? Is it 20 seconds?
Give or take.
Yeah.
Well, nothing like a safety car to spice things up, throw it upside down. Third different driver that he will be battling with tonight. Of course, at the start it was Quinten, when it was not Sebastian, and now there's Wazi with him. And Quinten back in.
Ah, there we go.
Quinten.
Ooh, Vino for a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Okay. And then there were 13.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Judge? He is a way...
More
He's a way
importantly,
back though.
more importantly, he's still there. He's hanging on. I just think he's not in the mood for the safety car queue. He's cruising on his own speed.
Yeah,
But he made a stop. That's obviously also why he fell off a bit.
ah.
So he's also sorted till the end.
So anybody that is unaware of why they are swerving behind the safety car, these tires generate heat, and
Thank you,
in order
Captain
for them-
Obvious.
I'm just trying to be helpful. and in order for them to actually go around the corners at the speeds they go, they need grip. A cold tire doesn't generate grip. So what they're doing by swerving behind the safety car is actually trying to maintain that heat level in those tires. If I'm making sense. But yeah, I suppose most people watching this race and most people watching F1 do understand why guys swerve under safety car, except Kimi. And not Kimi that's racing in the Red Bull over here, but Kimi in the Alpha. Kimi doesn't swerve. Kimi drives straight.
Because Kimi doesn't flinch either.
That's true.
Kimi is some unique race in his own right.
Ooh, matter a 5-second penalty
Another
for
one, yeah.
a severe crash with Muna. Oh, but that was probably earlier though.
No, it's a bit delayed.
Yeah, I think that was earlier because
Yeah,
he
just
served that
confirmation
penalty.
there of what you say, because even if I toggle through the hide options, it comes up, but yeah, it comes up late. Speeding under the safety car drive through for Vino as well, I see.
Putting under the safety car.
Yeah, speeding under the safety
Oh,
car.
speeding.
RCDV's got the fastest lap, I see. No surprise being on softs this time of the race. Then again, now he's on medium, so that was also been delayed. Things really weird tonight. Sorry, folks. First time I'm experiencing this, but as you can see, those pop-ups not even coming up, and when you do this, it's actually late. DRS enabled. We're under safety car. How can it be enabled?
Huh?
Exactly.
I just hope that we're not getting one of those glitches where the safety car actually runs for the entire...
For the rest of the race.
Yeah. That would suck.
Safety car
safety
coming
car
in.
lights out. Yeah, I see the lights are out. I didn't get the notification. Kimi becomes the defective safety car.
No, RCDV does have the fastest lap.
How does he have the unless it's
On the
delayed from
previous,
earlier?
no, yeah, it is delayed. He did it on that batch of soft tires. Kimi now will ultimately become the safety car.
And
Yes,
he
we-
bolts.
Just weird to see the safety cars a white blimp, not used to it. That's why I didn't spot it earlier. Oh, and Quinton's going to put Matt under pressure, and Kimi actually have a bit of a gap there.
Kimi got a brilliant start. I think he caught him napping.
Quinton actually caught Quinton staying there with Matt. These three going to get away from the pack. Boinkies in fourth. Also, but Matt is on soft. Quinton, I mean. So, again, 22 laps. That's a bit of a tough ask for those softs. So Boinkies and RZDV looking good here, even false.
Well,
Staffy 8 laps all soft, so surely Staff will also have to put again.
No, that safety car did help a little bit.
Yeah, but only like 2 or 3 laps that he preserves. Again, 22 laps to go on soft. Where the most was 16, no. Quinton's going to be in bad shape here later. That's why he would want to get past these two to try and build some sort of a gap while he's got those softs. Because it only lasts that long before they start going off.
Yeah, he needs to.
And he loses it.
Into the wall.
And he's out. Quinton retires. That promotes Boinkies into third.
That surely should be another safety car.
No, don't jinx it. Let's hope for VSC only.
Well,
but yeah, it is VSC. VSC out, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think these guys want another safety car. Guys, just watch it pace.
Safety cars breed safety cars, I suppose.
Just want to see if I leave it like that, maybe those pop-ups want to come up. Judge has caught up with the rest of the gang, so they're all pretty much with each other.
Ooh,
Springbok Gamer. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it like this then. Sorry for the button display, but at least when we can see the pop-ups.
Oh, does it work like that? Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should do the same.
So there at the bottom where it shows the triangle and square, I changed it to that, although I normally hide it. But now, actually, the first time tonight, the display, that notification popped up.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the same. A little bit of a...
Matt is not wanting to let Kimi get away. Of course, another 21 laps to go after this one. Still a decent amount of laps to go.
Decent amount of time. Ooh, Mr. Not Fernando is right on Springbok Gamer's gearbox.
Yeah, and that tires of Springbok Gamer will start going. Of course, if there's a mess there, that can be 2 places for Not Fernando. 14. Of course, just a reminder, all of these guys are in points paying positions. Of course, if things remain as is for the moment.
And all 4 of them pit, promoting Not Fernando up.
Yeah, Not Fernando in because we're all pitted. Looks like Vino's jumping onto soft for the remaining 20 laps. Again, look, only 20 laps, but that's going to be a bit of an ask on those soft tyres. Staffy will also have to pit again. Already 10 laps old on those softs and 20 laps to go. No way to do 40 laps on those softs.
Jean's 5/10 off him.
Jean's got the better tyres, so Staffy is definitely not in a good place here. Boinky's doing well to keep up with Matt and Kimi. Guy would actually score out of mistakes and misfortunes of others. So as it is now, basically, not Kimi and Matt will pretty much take the top spots on the standings after this race.
Ooh, Jean runs wide.
Okay, and one thing I must say as well, and the other good drivers I spoke to also say the same thing. Of course, you talk about the turbulent air and what it's like driving behind the car in front of you. A lot of guys actually said you can actually really feel the difference in this game. You really experience turbulent air behind the car in front. So So it's not really that easy to overtake as much as you think it is. Because you need to bear in mind that turbulent air, and the longer you stay there, the more your car's going to misbehave if I can. But it's nice to see, because the more realistic, the better.
I don't know if you recall the Austrian Grand Prix, the Mercs couldn't, obviously in turbulent air, the car overheats a little bit as well. So the Mercs cannot run as close together to a car in front.
Talk about Mercs. Funny enough, I saw a comment on Matt's going to go on the outside of not Kimi. But not Kimi is going to know, but Matt is through. Not Kimi now will have be on his gearbox. Matt locking up again. But anyway, coming back to the Mercs, Lewis Hamilton saying, yeah, he would like to see something different just to make it interesting. You know, talking about the double races at certain tracks. Doing something different, he might not have all the answers, but what. Funny you make a comment like that when your team was the team that kicked against reverse grid order. You come out and make a comment like that saying something different or to make it interesting, and yet when there was the opportunity for something different, your team was the team to go against it, where all the other teams were in agreement. So Merck saying no to reverse grid order. Of course, like what you just said now, one of the reasons can be that. How they can't perform in turbulent air. Because they're so used to running in the front, they don't know what it's like running behind someone else. And of course, Rob now has joined this little party, so you got a four-way battle here for first place, and we're all within less than a second from each other.
If I recall correctly, last year, I think earlier seasons of the 2019 game, we actually ran 50%.
Oh, and Foster's also not far off.
We ran 50, or TNB ran 50% races, and then a 25% F2 race, if I can recall.
Which actually in the end turned to 55.
Yeah, and then a reverse.
Because it feels like
F2
25,
race.
because the F2 race is shorter, so 50% of that is even shorter.
So you end up doing like a 75% race anyway.
So it was 50% F1, 50% F2. Which was a couple of seasons ago. 2 seasons in a row we did that.
I'd like to see the F2 cars back in league racing. It's quite cool.
Don't know, you can't say never. Of course, new seasons, further seasons coming. Different things to be tried. But a lot of guys actually, strange enough, after there was a lot of guys actually suggesting going back to the multiplayer cars again.
I have a dream.
Okay, Mr. ABBA supporter.
That TMB gets big enough to host 2 tiers, right? But the second tier, the guys would be running yellow flag in sector 1. That the second tier would run F2 cars, and you would get promoted or demoted depending on how well you do in the current season.
You thinking of like cool. Real life F1 Ultimate and F2 just below?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, but you need guys to also be willing to do it like that.
Yeah, true.
But it's a nice suggestion if the guys are up for it.
But I mean, it gives them, so if you obviously an F2 driver, you looking forward to going to the F1 cars, because obviously there's more grip, there's more power, whatnot. But yeah, you're gonna need 20 drivers, 40 drivers actually, to make that work.
That's not a bit of.
Let's see, Rob getting in this battle as well.
For it's not gaining, but also not really losing. Just staying there in range with him.
At this point in time, they all actually look very decent because they're all on mediums.
Except Staffy.
Well...
And Springbok Gamer.
Staff's gonna have to stop again. I don't think Fernando's gonna have to stop
game
again,
as well.
So
No, not Fernando can push those mediums.
Yeah, he can push to the end.
It's just be really bad tires at the end. Because the mediums actually hold up and it's got a tendency of coming back to you later.
Yeah, they go off a little bit and then come back afterwards.
Yes, the softs don't do that.
Well, the soft goes off, it goes off. There's no bringing those softs back to life.
Can that Red Bull, Honda Power catch Vereno?
Oh, Matt's not getting away from him though. Kimmy's actually just keeping
No, Matt is actually little by little getting away because he's on the verge of falling out of DRS range, which will open the door for Boinkies.
Boinkies is trying to come at Kimmy, but just too far away.
Pretty much in front for a change. It's a four-way battle in the front of the grid. Normally you would see battles at the back, but no real battles further down. So it's all happening in front. And Staffy finally decided to pit. Oh wow, it shows 41 laps. He didn't do anything near that on those soft tires. Gremlins still keep creeping in tonight. Now as the DV keeping Boinkies honest. Almost like Boinkies just falling off a little bit from Kimmy now with watching his mirrors. At Merc is ready to pounce.
Oh, Force is coming in. Force is catching them.
Yeah, Force is now within less than 2 seconds. And he definitely don't need to stop again. But then again, all of them here in the top 7 actually don't need to stop again. We manage the tires right, they will see it through to the end. 80 as well. Top 8 is sorted. Just not sure what Staffy came out with.
Very easy on track 9. Let's see.
9th.
He's on red. He's on a red stripe tire.
Which is soft. Showing 41 laps on my side as he went. Oh, now the DV runs wide. Surely that will bring Force even closer. But just as I say, Matt pulling away, already not Kimmy falling out of DRS range. Not Kimmy managed to get closer again. But as I say that, now the gap opens up a little bit again. Actually, a couple of laps they've been going on like this. Force dropped off there. Lost about 5/10 there. Fourteen laps to go after this one. And we got Springbok Gamer coming in for his final stop, providing no misfortunes.
Rub slowly but surely catching Boinkies. Boinkies not gaining and not being dropped from Kimmy.
I just want to check something quickly.
3/10 of 80.
Oh, we know faster. But of course, hello, soft tires where everyone else is on mediums.
And that car's lighter because it burned off excess fuel.
Yeah, Uncle, that is a tough question. But it's your turn to go first this time. So jy kan my maar weer message as jy wil, jou opinie. A couple of guys actually shining tonight.
It's a bit tough, eh? It's a bit tough.
Yeah, there's no... I can't say one specifically standing out tonight. A couple of guys in contention for driver of the day.
Yeah.
Because I must mention it, due to the contact with with Sebastian, doesn't say it was his fault or not. He did get a penalty, believes he's got. So due to the contact, whatever, so unfortunately that's like minus a few points. Of course you need to look at the cleanliness and all of that stuff. Guys dropping down, fighting back. So it's not necessarily where they start, because if you look at where they start and then move up the positions, then Rob will be driver of the day again as adjudicated by the game, which is what happened last week. Because he's the guy that made the most positions.
Yeah. That's
Because
correct.
if you look at it first, just to show that.
I think I actually have
If you look at this, yeah, position change, there we go. The biggest
see something.
winner definitely was RZDV, so then that will automatically make him driver of the day. But he actually had a non-eventful race and kept it clean, stayed patient and make up the positions when other guys made mistakes. So definitely a strong contender for driver of the day actually.
Still a four-way battle, I suppose. Closest battles we have on track now is 3rd and 4th.
Of course, RZDV made up 12 places, so he started in 16th, remember. He's the one actually that gained the most positions. And not a lot of events and stuff. Not sure about his penalty count and stuff either.
Oh, only one warning, so...
Oh wow, that's also a bit out of sync for him, because yeah, he had races where he had penalties.
Springbok gave him a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC.
Oh, it's a
Unless that's
VSC.
just delayed. Unless that was
I
just
think
delayed
that's
from my
delayed
side.
because I don't see a VSC. Yeah, no. There's all display stuff tonight is a mess up.
Boinky is 3/10 of Kimi.
So
Kimi
Devin, let
16th
it be
of
say,
Meta.
I'm leaning towards the Merc.
I think you and I both.
Unless something really goes well, I know there's like 11 laps to go after this, but driver of the day, I'm going to go RZDV.
I think you and I are on...
Penalties.
For once we're in agreement about something.
Yeah, no penalties. And actually 12 places that he gained.
Yellow flag, hold on.
Yeah, yellow flag. It's Pinky, which can only be 80.
Well, I think...
Yeah,
I just
but
checked the
he
map.
got going again.
Okay.
Kimi still fighting here, chasing Matt, and this guy still in front less than a second. So any of these guys, Boinkies runs wide, but then again RDDV also followed him. But you know what, that is so often that you see that. You follow the car in front, you follow its line, so even if it goes wide, you also go wide. So funny enough, a guy that actually says, ja, ek is so kak, ek is so stadig. You know what, yeah, I'm going to be slow, I'm going to run into the wall. Lap 47 out of 57, he's still in the race, he's running in 4th and he's within DRS range from the cars in front.
Wouldn't say quiet race, but picked his moments.
Yes, sensible.
Yeah,
Starting back again and making up places as he went on. And actually had a clean race, good race. And not just the game then saying he's driver of the day, but deservedly driver of the day. He must just now keep his head together and finish the race. Oh, and Boinky's now outside of DRS from Kimi, which and now
Yes, but
Merck is right on the back of him, so Boinky's made a small mistake.
coming down to turn 11.
RZDV now really going to put Boinkies under pressure here. But Boinkies just managing to hold it together.
I think Boinkies has had a better run out of turn 13
When
than
it
what
mattered
Rob had.
most, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now Kimi falling out of DRS range. Boinkies getting back in. RZDV just too far back. Not going to be able to do anything this time round.
Well, still 4 10s, 9 left to go, 12 running.
Anything still can happen. Force also fell off now, almost 5 seconds behind.
I actually thought they would have updated the Merc livery in the last update.
No, it's not something that they focus on. It's like, remember 2019?
Yeah.
With a update, all 75 years, whatever. It only came in much later.
Also the Paul Ricard pit entrance.
Yeah, it was something that happened immediately.
That being said though, the Williams update, the Williams livery was part of the day 1 patch.
Yeah, the Williams one. And of course, remember, if they're gonna do that Merc one, there's still that slight update to be done on the McLaren one, and they also need to update the safety car livery with obviously the rainbows.
Yeah.
Because the safety car also
Looks like Rob is going to pick his battle right here. Let's see. No, just too far away, but
just Boinky's now trying to put Swazi under pressure. And while these three now fighting, Matt is actually getting clear air between him and them.
Six laps to go. Am I correct in saying that nobody's been lapped?
True that, thanks to a safety car.
No, nobody's been lapped. Everybody's on the lead lap.
Which is actually a bit unusual.
I was gonna say, it's very rare that you don't see a lapped car. Which is good for racing. We don't want to see anybody being lapped.
The closer the battle, so better.
Yeah. Coming up to turn 14 and 15. Rob's just staying with Boinky's, I think. Boinky's is actually just pulling Rob along a little bit. Ooh.
And Kimmy's actually, they actually gained on Matter.
They gained him, yeah. I really don't want to see Heartbreak coming out of turn 2 into turn 3. It's so easy to drop.
We saw that already tonight.
It's so easy to drop. That was never going to work.
There goes Boinkies, and you spoke about Heartbreak.
That was never gonna work through there.
Nope. Almost.
And Force is actually right there.
The impatience getting the better of Boinkies.
Force is gonna pounce on that mistake. Also, you light up your tires.
Oh. Let's see now what can Force capitalize.
It's harvesting energy.
Hopefully and probably saving for that start-finish line. At home straight, that's ultimately where you're going to get the best run.
Ooh, Vino's on 80.
Yes, in the second sector, it doesn't mean much because the straight is too short.
Let's see what Vino can do on 80. 80 runs wide. Vino on the outside. Ooh, and he does it around the outside. Ooh, that could have ended up in a Heartbreak. Ooh. I think just a little love tap there from 80 on Vino. Ooh, Steph just overtook Mr. Not Fernando.
And Force battling to hold on to Boinkies. Boinkies getting away from him again.
Rob closing in on Not
You
Kimi.
need to pounce on it relatively quick before it goes out the back door.
Ooh, there we go. Vino actually overtook Kimi. Vino overtook
Kimi.
AD on the start-finish straight. I think he'll disappear a little bit now. Yeah, gap is 5 tenths already, 6 tenths.
The faster time.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he doesn't, you need to make use of this.
Rob trying to hold on to Kimi a little bit. Still within DRS zone.
Kimi, you think he's gonna try to make a move on Matt? As I say that, nah, 3 seconds already. Matt is now really in clear air. But of course, there's still time penalties to play. It's not over. So these guys still need to push because there is time penalties. Those, of course, will only come into play at the end.
Let's just have a look here. Matter.
Force has actually closed up again. Okay, and Force put Boinkies under pressure. RZDV pulling out the race to Kimi. But Boinkies also somewhat lucky not to get any damage with that incident.
Now Force's wing is wide open, chasing after Boinkies. Force driving in number 37 this week. Ocon score. Ooh, and he's got such a nice exit.
Force is now right there. Oh, Force is going to go on the inside.
Off turn 13, turn 14.
Final corner, Force is in front.
It stick.
Can Boinkies come back at him? Force is going to go to the inside. Boinkies have a DRS. Force keeping on the inside. And Boinkies managed to get back in front thanks to DRS. But surely Force will have DRS now coming up this little straight. Now the problem is it's just a bit too short.
And Rob tried to go around the outside of Kimi.
Yeah. Oh, and Force goes on the inside, but then have to be cautious. Boinkies again in front. Now 2 battles basically happening. Because Kimi falling off further to Matt. I'm not sure what's happening because we got the same. We've done the same amount of laps on those sets of tyres. And as Kimi falls off, RZDV comes closer. And of course, the more they fight each other, the better for Matter.
Well, and the better for Force, I suppose, because Force is 6 tenths off Boinkies.
Yeah, but Force want to get past Boinkies because these two have been fighting now, one front. Just as Force gets ahead, Boinkies cuts back. And now the 2 in front of them, Kimi and RZDV. They also need to be careful tripping over each other, but the longer they keep each other company, the more clear air Matt can get to them. Of course, any possible time penalties remaining can be cancelled out. RZDV will have DRS, he's going to go on the outside.
And he made it stick.
Straightforward move there, there's no choice about it.
Oh, Wally's gonna come back at him with DRS.
No, but he's too far back and not on this little straight. It's not long enough. Now with a Merc in front, can RZDV actually chase down Matter? And if there's penalties on Matter's side, all of a sudden that Merc looks set for a possible win.
But remember, RZDV still has penalties. Or if he has penalties.
Yeah, but we don't know the true counters yet. We'll have to wait till the end of the race. So RZDV want to get in range of Matt at least, even if he doesn't pass him. 3 laps to go after this one. For still battling to get past Boinkies. Used to have been going at it for a while now. Of course, when it comes to penalties in this case, we all know who's winning that one.
Yeah, exactly. Fernando having a quiet race, but brilliant. I think we started.
And at least getting some points on the board.
Yeah, points always welcome. Force 410s, force is coming up at Boinkies. Ooh, yellow flag in sector 2. Will he make it? Ooh, and he does it under braking. Boinkies gives space. And force
is this what force needed? Because Boinkies might have DRS this time around, but it's no, force actually kept the DRS because when he passed him, he was actually still the one behind in DRS range. So
yeah, exactly.
Maybe this is all force now needs just to get away and make that 4th place east. But again, force has got penalties. We all know what Boinkies are like, so again, we know who's going to win when it comes down to penalties. Kimi holding on to RGDV, but Matter just getting away a little bit more. Matter about to start the penultimate lap.
Was he coming? Ooh, let's see. Was he doing it?
Using the DRS, and he's back in second.
Overtaking can be done out of turn 4. It just depends how far back you are. Because that's the second time I've seen an overtake at turn 4. Or a third time if you count the one that didn't work.
Was actually getting away from Boinkies. Just not enough laps to go
Someone's
to make up for penalties.
Ghosting, that is the judge, I suppose. That's a Williams. Right on the gearbox.
Not sure what happened
was
there.
He again?
Now he's ghosting because 2 cars in front, but actually came to lap him.
Yeah.
Matter coming through to start for last lap of the race. Oh, and RGDV going outside. Oh, not Kimi. He wanted to challenge him there, but to think better of it.
That could have ended up in heartbreak.
Matt just now in the focus. Just a few more corners. RGDV will need to watch his mirrors because he's going to have Kimi coming at him on these last few corners, all of him. Force holding on to 4, but again, penalty still to come into play. Matter now around final corner, approaching the start finish line now. And Matt takes the checkered flag. Matt winning here in bar. RGDV coming through, taking the inside line, and not Kimmy. And Kimmy actually jumps RGDV.
Well.
Not Kimmy actually winning that battle with penalties. And here we go. Boinky's actually beating Force and John as well. John Force dropping down to 6 thanks to penalties, but still a good, solid race. 6th place is not too bad. I mean, 5 cars didn't make it to the end. Not Kimmy, well, less penalties in the end. Waiting, of course, for the last few guys to come over.
And Fernando actually moves up to 7th.
Yes.
I think Staffy had more penalties.
Sorry to say it, but surprise, surprise.
Well done to
Matter.
Well done
to all three front riders, for a couple of laps. Yeah, driver of the day.
I actually got this.
We agree. Yeah, he was driver of the day last week as well, thanks to as per the game. But yeah, this week we're in agreement with the game. Well deserved driver of the day there for RGDV. You better not come to me and say ek's kak, otherwise I'm gonna tell you gaan kak. Of course, if you so kak, then you won't be on the podium.
Well done to everybody.
There we go. Just confirmation then of how things ended. Devin, you can take us through it.
Ooh, and very good there, hold on. So, Matter wins, not Kimmy 2nd, Rob 3rd, Boinky's 4th. Jean 5th, 4th, 6th, which is surprisingly just got the game last week. Not Fernando's 7th, I think, thanks to Staffy's 15-second penalties. Not Fernando pushed up there. Vino 9th, 80. 10th, Springbok game 11th, and Judge 12th. Judge down 1 lap. I thought everybody ended up on the final lap, but I see Judge just... I don't think Judge got lapped though.
No, but those guys were right in front of him. He were in 12th, yeah. But yet Rob and Kimmy were in front of him, so that is a lap. And that would have explained the ghosting as well.
Oh yes, true, I remember that now.
But of course a couple of things were not in sync tonight, so just bear with me, let's see if we can get the top 3 in here. That's if I want to talk to, of course, add it. Yeah, we were nice oaks.
Exactly.
We don't drive like clowns on the track.
Ooh, who don't want to talk to us?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, we got 2nd place and 3rd place along. Must say, what a battle between 4 of you, Matt, you two, and even Boinkies. A couple of laps continuously, all within less than a second from each other. You guys were really gunning each other, and then you two at the end trading places and really gunning each other till the finish. But in the end, Rob just unlucky there with a penalty. But guys, wow, battles. Even for a while there, before Matt managed to get away, all you guys literally a few tenths from each other. Right at the end. Tough, guys.
Yeah, tough race. But good fun. I'm just protesting the Reynolds got illegal brake ducts. The driver's an alien. The driver's an alien, definitely.
Yeah, I see one of our guys, Vince, they actually made a comment earlier, yeah, Matt going alien again.
Yeah, no, Matt's proper quick today. Well, Muna as well. I couldn't keep up with
Yeah,
him.
Muna also had good pace. Yeah, I think after this one, Matt really need to have a break because you have a guys at his number. Everybody want to have a battle with him tonight. He had to really battle. It was only at the end where he really got a good gap opened up. Matt, you must be tired.
It's a bit warm in my bedroom.
Can only imagine battling because I mean you and Muna lap and in the end you and Kimmy, these guys didn't want to let you go.
No, I was like, yeah. Obviously, first, I'd like to apologise to obviously Twinton and obviously Muna. Not what I intended to do. But no, it was good battles with them, with all of them really. Yeah, I think just probably a bit of rust from my end.
But good racing as well overall.
But,
overall, some gaps left.
Besides that, yeah.
No, but you guys actually leave each other enough space as well. It's just unfortunately it just happened, yeah, and we caught the back end of that. But for most of the times it was where you and Kim as well, leaving each other enough space. And so often you see guys go wheel to wheel, and it ends up in tears for either or both of them, because the guys just don't have experience or don't want to leave each other with space. So I must say kudos to you guys and Muna for leaving each other with space. Even RDV came close a couple of times. Could have easily, look like he can bump Kimmy from behind and lose his front wing, but didn't. So you guys just leave each other with space. And to all you guys, definitely, I take my hats off. Kudos to all of you for that.
Yeah, I think it's easier if you know the guys you're racing with. I mean, I've been racing with Matt also quite a few seasons, and then obviously Robbie as well. So, but yeah, I knew when Matt was behind me, he would pass me as soon as I run low on ERS. So I was waiting for it. And I just wanted to stick in his DRS and then fraud my way to P2. So yeah.
And that's what you managed. And of course, right at the end, sneaking from Rob, thanks to that small little penalty that Rob picked up, and that came into play and promoted you ultimately to second.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I think it was Muna mentioned it in the chat. So when I knew that, then I didn't fight too hard. I didn't want to jeopardize podium. And I think Robbie definitely, well, for me, starting way back, ending up on the podium, that's champion drive, that.
And then, of course, as well, if I'm not mistaken, Matt also had maybe another penalty up there. He did serve one earlier. Not sure if it was the same because a lot of delayed reactions on the stream tonight. So I wasn't even sure about who had what penalty. So Matt is also making sure at the end having that 5-second gap to make sure that you can't overtake him. But yeah, coming back to that is definitely superb drive. 16th place all the way to 3rd. And 2 weeks in a row, the game actually says he's driver of the day. And tonight we actually unanimously agree RDV is our driver of the day.
Oh, well done.
Mr. Third place man.
Yeah.
Are you still gonna go? Are you still gonna go your famous line, Akus Kak?
Yeah.
No, he's busy listening to Dove. Dove was playing on the podium there.
Lots of motivation, that purple podium.
Yeah. All in for the purple.
Okay, well, I did tell my co-commentator if Rob is gonna go Akus Kak, I'm gonna tune him. Rob Gankak.
No, I did that before the race, so I'm done.
But gents, definitely, I kept on saying I want some good stuff over stream, and you guys delivered. So we had some big battles all over in front. We actually had a few battles throughout the grid, even quite down at the end, but not in front. So well done once again, and thank you for the racing. So ladies and gents, with that, A bit late tonight, but thanks to technical issues we had earlier, but we managed to get a race in. We managed to get the whole race streamed without further interruptions. So thanks for your support, thanks for your patience, and thanks for sticking with us at this hour. Of course, next week, same time, same place. Till then, stay safe and take care. Cheerio.